Hello everyone. Hello Chị Ngân. Hello.
Hi, Lanai.
Thank you for joining me today. And I'm very excited to learn more about the session that you had with your client yesterday. How was it?
Oh, well, Lanai. So, first of all, thank you so much for coaching me and helping me to prepare for the session. So, as I shared with you, I have a client and they wanted to implement Lego Serious Play in an innovation session workshop. So, the workshop was actually as part of the planning for leadership skill building. And in the morning, the team consisted of up to 30 people, like senior leader in the client organization. They were learning about I would say, theory in terms of building culture and behavior to lead a company and organization with innovation. And
Mm.
the three key areas that people were learning about is providing psychology safety. The second one is encouraging people to share a lot of ideas. And the third one is to build on one another, which is like with the framework of saying yes so it's really getting collective wisdom. So in the afternoon, the team wanted to bring all of the theory to life and apply in a practical session to design some innovation solutions for their existing problems. And they invited us and my team and me to come in with Lego Serious Play methodology. And it was really, really fantastic. There were four teams, and then all of them had ideas, solutions that they can carry on when they finish the session. So it's very practical. And the feedback from the team was fantastic. People were saying that they felt very excited and very free, and they have a lot of insights coming throughout the process. And believe me or not, like, I think about half of the people in the room had not played Lego previously in their life. So it was their first time. And at the end, like people reflected and felt that the session with the Lego Serious Play being implemented really a demonstration of how this, like to bring psychology safety where everyone can play, everyone speaks, and then the multiple idea, they call it marketplace of idea. This is
Mhm.
when we do the shared model, when people are picking ideas from one another, and then the yes and is being enhanced through the conversation that people had. So I was thrilled that it was my first time. So I have to admit, the first time I used this methodology in such a session, because I've learned, I learned with you and David a year ago, and I've been implementing, using it in many sessions, but mostly it's about getting brainstorming or general ideas for vision building. Never did I use it in a session where actually outcome, which is innovation ideas, has to be created and to be implemented later. So I
Mhm.
was really, really happy. And I have you to thank for a lot, um, because without you, I wouldn't be able to design such a program that can bring Lego Serious Play into the innovation process. And then later on, only later on, that I learned from you that this methodology is part of what you call action,
Yeah.
action,
Action
action
learning.
learning or
Yeah,
action
action
learning.
learning.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so you kind of gave me the tool without telling me what it was.
Actually, what I share with you is a part of of my training in the next series of workshop in Ho Chi Minh City from 12 to 17 April 2026. And I'm very happy that you have applied a part of that. And tell me more about the difference you feel or you think about using a Lego Serious Play in the way that you normally use and in the session that you apply a part of action learning.
Okay. So I think what different is actually the structure of the session. To me, the Lego series play with the foundation, which is the individual build and shared model. I think is kind of the same, which was the skill that I've learned before and I've been applying. And the difference in this section is because it's a structure in a way so that I guided and like working together with the team to explore the problems that they have, to really understand it, like look deeply into the problem to understand it. And then there was a part being built in to help people to ask a lot of questions like why. And to me, to be honest, I think let's say if I didn't use Lego Serious Play, probably I would already also have a session going with that sequence. Number one is like framing the question, really understand the reasons for that before going into the solution. I wouldn't say yet, I should say, and like with Lego Serious Play, the process is becoming more fun so that people are more engaged. And so sometimes, like if we are trying to think too much, then the answer might not come. But I saw yesterday in the session that really it's like within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, people were already having a lot of understanding of the problems that they were facing. And what is beautiful was at the end of the session, one of the participants shared, because we talked about the model that we built individually and we put together collectively. By the end of the understanding issue, everyone at the table, even though they were not part of the department who owned the issue, were able to express and describe the problem in a very, very thoroughly and detailed way. So everyone got to a very kind of clear understanding of what the issue is. And that is important because they need to understand what the issue is before they can go to solution. So Nanette, to answer your question, I'm still talking more about the implementation of that. But in the kind of designing, then I found that the basic learning from, individual build, shared model, etc. that I've learned, I could apply. And the difference is about putting in a structure that is properly, now I learned that you call it action learning.
Yes. And you know that normally, even in the normal action learning session, we often have difficulty to get people to have a consent or agreement about the problem. But with Lego, it will be easier for people to get the alignment, to understand the problem with the different perspective. And action learning also provides the lesson learned for the participant. So it will be very helpful for team discussion and problem solving. And so I'm so excited to share more with you and other people in the next workshop in Ho Chi Minh City from 12 to 17 April 2026. So join me in April and I will share more about the action learning with Lego Serious Play, how we can use the two methods together to make the session become more successful. Thank you. Thank you, Chị Ngân, for joining me today.